Okay, not sure if I'm live or not. Okay. Hi, everyone. Right, there we go. Okay, I am live. And we're being live streamed. Okay. Hi there, everyone. I'm Bonita, one half of the Paranormal Revolution team, Ghost Gals. And Kim isn't with us tonight. She has another commitment. And this will be probably a short live stream, although if you have any questions, you are welcome to share them. Welcome to Paranormal Revolution. Tonight, we're not going to actually do a big event. I just wanted to catch you all up on what's going on. And part of it is, my organization, Bonita Woods Wellness Institute, here on YouTube and bonitawoods.org. I have two primary groups of programs running. Half of my groups are sort of like the light bringer activities and events and classes and presentations. And that's where, I channel divine messages, or I teach people how to do healing, or how to connect with your past lives, or, all of that sort of stuff. And how to become like connected with your soul so that you can become your most powerful healer for our planet and your most powerful person going forward on your life path to honor your life path contracts and connect with your past lives, connect with your soul, connect with your guides, your guardians. This is how I live my daily life, and I love sharing it with anyone who wants to. The other part of our program here at Bonita Woods is Paranormal Revolution, which is like more of the fun stuff for me. Kim would disagree, but I find going after like super dark entities and demons and reptilians, all of that stuff, and helping them to reconnect with their light self. For me, that's fun. I love nothing more than going into a dark pit of despair and returning everyone to the light. Remember, everyone was born of the light. Everyone. Ergo, anyone who is dwelling in darkness, they still have light within them. Everyone. Even the most foul demon in the deepest pit of hell, even the most hardcore, awful person, everyone has within them a shard of light. Just because they're living a jackass life at the moment does not mean their soul is jackass. So I have been trained to help return dark beings to light. And for me, that is so much fun because, I'm helping. But it also means that I spend a lot of time working with powerful healers and, light workers. And this is what Paranormal Revolution is about. It's about introducing you to these amazing people and entities that we work with. Kim does a lot of the same. She just doesn't go after like the hardcore darkness like I do. But Kim has seen ghosts and spirits the same way she sees 3D people her whole life. It is really funny to like catch her just standing at a party talking to no one. And she thinks she's talking to someone, but she's talking to a ghost because she can't tell the difference. So it's really funny the few times that we've caught her on that. And we're like, hey, Kim, you're talking to a ghost. Come on, talk with some people. So the Paranormal Revolution is because I was meditating with the librarians, like I did so much light bringer work and channeling divine messages for like a year and a half during the pandemic. I made myself physically ill. And I had to take a break to regain my health. I was so sick. I would have killed myself if I had continued without a break. And in the healing process, I was working in my beautiful lands in Maine, my mountain and my farm and in the woods, and a lot of nature spirits and nature guides. And my guides were very comfortable coming through and helping me. So during my healing time, I also had a lot of lessons and redesign, to myself, and a lot of amazing coincidences happened. Extraordinary healers would just find their way crossing my paths, and it was really just what I needed. So when the librarian spoke to me a couple of months ago and said it's time for me to get back to work of sharing messages of what is happening on Earth now and what is to come and how can we heal the planet, and teaching people how to be planetary healers, I said, but I can't do it the same way we did because it makes me too sick. I can't manage that much channeled message that often. I need to have some balance. So they said to me, why don't you try a ghost hunting series? And I was like cracking up. I thought they were making a joke, but they were serious. So we talked and they told me, talk to Kim. I'm like, Kim, okay. And all of this came about. So for Paranormal Revolution, we are going to introduce you to amazing people who go out and work with spirits. And we will go out. I'm going to be back in Virginia soon. Kim and I have all of our equipment. We're going to go hang out in graveyards, haunted places, and sometimes we'll bring like psychic mediums with us to hang out at graveyards and haunted places. I have an amazing historian who is working with us to teach us like the history of places. So it's not just, oh, look, we found a ghost, but we can teach you all, bring in the history and the what we're looking for and why this place is haunted. So that when you go into haunted places, you'll know you're not just going into a haunted place. There's a reason why it's haunted or a reason why there's possessions. There's always a reason. And the more you, my light bringer friends, become knowledgeable of the whys and wherefores of all of this, the more you become empowered to help with planetary healing. To be honest, these days, everything is in such flux on our planet that as many light beings who are trying to help heal, there's as many dark beings who want everything chaotic. So the more we become empowered and aware, the more powerful we are in helping bring our planet forward to the light. So for those who want to know more about that, come back here to my YouTube channel, the Bonita Woods YouTube channel, this Wednesday, January 26th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It will be my first time publicly channeling the librarians since early July, last summer. Mariam Sardari, who was here with us last week, is going to interview the librarians to talk with them about what's happening on Earth right now and what can we expect. I'm nervous and excited, but to be honest, I would rather have the librarians take over my body and talk about what's happening than for me to, because, I have plenty of visions. I know exactly what's happening and I know exactly what's going to come. The only problem with being a seer, a visionary, is when I share the visions, everyone belittles me. They're like, oh, that could never happen. That's ridiculous. And then it happens and everyone goes, oh my God, who could have predicted this? I'm like, I did. I told you what was going to happen. And then everyone goes, well, Bonita, no one likes a know-it-all. No one likes that. And I told you so. So I'm like tired of telling people what's to come. right after the election, I told everyone about Trump's plans for January 6th. It wasn't quite that way originally. I know for a fact they were going to try to have the whole thing take over the White House. And I had a live stream where I'd said everything that was going to go down. And because the military wouldn't go along with it, they went to the other plan. And I am absolutely sure when the January 6th committee gets all the information, they're going to find that the original intention was for the White House to be taken along with everything else, but that was not able to happen. Because I know, I saw the vision so great, so as though I was watching a movie. It was as real to me as you all looking at me on the screen and this image behind you. I don't know what kind of stone circle it is, but I love it. That Trump was in the White House, all the Secret Service agents that were not part of his group and all of the White House employees that were not part of his group were like marched out of the White House, and he had his own private army that was there, as well as US military that was there. And the military was run by people that Trump had put in place at the last minute so that they would answer to his request. So I saw this, and it was like the day after the election, 2 days after the election, I saw that. So anyway, that's the thing with being a seer. I see what's going to happen, and then I tell everyone no one wants to hear it. So to be honest, it's more comfortable when the librarians come in and take over my body and they talk to you, because then if people get mad at them, that's fine. They're in my body. They're not me. You can get mad at them. People have gotten mad at them. I once had a man try to punch me in the face while I was in trance because he didn't like the messages that they were saying. This was in 2017 when the librarians were in my body and they were saying to a group of healers, of earth healers and energy healers, now is the time for you to learn how to heal the planet and be fully healing the planet, even if you are locked alone in your home and you cannot see or connect with anyone else. If you are in total isolation, these are the skills you need to heal the people and heal the planet. And people got really mad at that. That was in 2017. So I guess they were predicting COVID kind of thing, like that was inevitable. So when Kim comes back next week, we'll interview someone, I don't know who yet. And oh, I know. Next week, we're going to play with our equipment. I have been going out with my spirit box, which records non-physical people when they speak, so I can have communication. And we've been going out, Kim in Virginia and me here with our cameras, with the infrared, trying to get images. And we have equipment that measures the temperature in an area, so that if there's like, if the whole room is like, say, 50 degrees, but there's an anomaly that's making an area 70 degrees, it lets you see that. So we are both going to areas that are allegedly haunted and trying to get as much recording as we can. So the difference between what we're doing now and what we normally do is, normally, if I'm out with people and we are, having an experience, we know we're having the experience. It is valid because we're experiencing it. So we have full faith and trust in what we're experiencing. And then any images or recordings or documentation that occur are just affirmation for us. But with the paranormal work, it flips, because we need to document that it's happening before we can say it's happening. So when we're going forward, I think we're going to have the double-sided presentation. One side is this was our experience, and it was absolutely our experience. But here's the evidential side that we caught on through research or on our equipment. And we'll see how much it matches up. We're both used to recording and documenting, but never for proof, only for affirmation. And that's, as you know, like what will hold up in court, so to speak, and what just makes it go, oh yeah, that happened. So that will be interesting. If anyone has any questions, feel welcome to ask. Normally now I live in Maine on my little farm on a mountain with my 43 acres of woods and wilderness around me. This winter, I'm bouncing between Virginia and Florida, helping out my various parents with things through the winter. So there are times when I'm going to be like on the road, or I have to, help family out. So it makes me a little frazzled. But hopefully we'll have some good things coming for you soon. Okay, so I am getting a message. Last week on Paranormal Revolution, I gave Mariam a past life reading. And that was very strange because normally when I give a past life reading, I kind of trance out a little bit. And the experience for me is like I'm here in my body connecting with whoever I'm reading for. But at the same time, I also am in the middle of their memory of their experience. And I see their experience from their perspective. So it may or may not be 100% reliable, but it's always with their truth. And I see what they're doing. I can look like if I'm wearing a virtual reality, helmet, I can look all around and see everything. But also the ghost of the life I'm watching is with me, talking with me and telling me things either about what we're seeing or to share with the client that I'm reading for. But since the client is the current life or future life of the life that I'm connecting with, there's always a reason why they come forward. There's always a reason why this life says, I have a message for, or I need to help, or I need to be helped. There's a reason. They don't just show up for the fun of it. And so when I do a reading, what is necessary for me is to find out, why are you connected to the current life? Are you here to help or to be helped? What messages, what lessons, what skills, what epiphanies do you have to share? Often these clients are people I've never met before and I'll never meet again. So it is very important that I stick to only that line of truth and share what they want shared. Otherwise, it will be meaningless for my clients and they will feel let down. So I really need to honor that. At the same time, because we're doing this for Paranormal Revolution, Kim was asking questions that were more on the proving the situation, which actually is something I've never done before in a past life reading. Demanding that the past life justify what's going on, answering questions that normally they would say, well, that's not relevant because this is about my rapport with this person. The rest is not necessary. And also Kim wanted evidential information. She didn't believe the past life, which was a little awkward for me, but very interesting because Kim was convinced that this past life was an assassin. And the past life did not see herself as an assassin and was very affronted by Kim's questions and accusations. And I was right there in the middle with my client, holding the connection to my client. So I can answer you now. This past life was not an assassin. but she was trained in committing murder because she said that's the way courts were then. You know, she wasn't the only one who killed people in royal courts. That's just the way it was. But she was power hungry. So she didn't come from like an assassination guild, but certainly her father, who I never did find out if he had any level of nobility or if he was just a wealthy merchant or a lower level lord, higher level merchant. But obviously he had connections to assassins in order to be prosperous at his job. So I hope you all enjoyed that past life reading. I'm at this moment making a 20-minute abbreviated version of it so that you can get like the nuts and bolts of the reading without all of the drama that we had of prove you're not an assassin. I don't need to tell you that was a little wild for me. Okay, well, thank you. I hope you have a great night. We will be back next week playing with our equipment. And then the following week, I think we might both be in Virginia. We'll see. So somewhere within a couple of weeks, depending on honestly what's going on with my dad's health, will determine when I go back to Virginia. As soon as I'm back in Virginia, we will start streaming from haunted places. Okay. Thank you all. Have a great night. Please join us this Wednesday, right here, 7 p.m. And the Akashic Librarians will give you an earful, I guarantee. And that's it. Keep being your beautiful self and keep on trusting in your personal light. Bye.